As you probably know, I'm Jonny from Cadac. We've got Jonathan Brookfield with us, who shall be delivering all the decent content today. I'm basically just a filler at the start. Just to give you a brief overview of Cadac, we are an Autodesk value-added reseller. We specialize in helping manufacturing, architectural, and construction companies in their digitalization process. If you've got any further questions, or if you'd like to follow up with me after this webinar, we can look into your journey ahead, and we should be able to advise you and help you accordingly. So just a bit of housekeeping. So feel free to ask questions throughout. Obviously, if you're watching this on catch up or online, then your questions will come through to us as is. But we'll get to the questions at the end, and I shall pass over to Jonathan.
Okay, thank you for that introduction, Jonny. Let's get to moving. Right, good morning, good afternoon, where everyone is. Welcome to today's webinar on the AEC Collection for Designers. My name is Jonathan Brookfield, and I'm a technical consultant for a value-added distributor working on behalf of Cadac today. So, Autodesk make tools to help people with design challenges every day to make anything. For the AEC industry, they are working to strengthen the intersections of processes, collaborators, and technologies. Let's take a look at those challenges that affect design decisions today. No other company can provide the critical insight across industries that Autodesk can. Autodesk tools are used in nearly every industry where things are designed and made, from manufacturing, media and entertainment, natural resources, infrastructure, construction, land development, and so on. Believe it or not, these industries face similar challenges and need similar capabilities. What we're seeing is a convergence of how things are designed and made across all of Autodesk's industries. Progressive construction companies are operating more like manufacturers by prefabricating and assembling things, like apartment units, exterior walls and ductwork. Media and entertainment firms are behaving more like car brands by planning and pre-visualizing their entertainment properties, like film and games, long before production, just like an automotive manufacturer would plan and develop a concept car. Over the next 30 years, we will see a doubling of the urban population, 200,000 people migrating to cities every day up until then, and the need for 13,000 new non-residential buildings every day up until then. But what actually impacts your ability to satisfy that demand? Urbanization, productivity, rate of technology adoption, and unchanged practices can all be factors or hindrances when focusing on blockers at a relatively high level. It will be very difficult, if not impossible, for the industry to satisfy this need for growth without making investments to improve productivity. The challenges that we are facing today is that the industry is not set up for success in terms of production, collaboration, and efficiency. A recent study that looked at industries moving towards digitization or digital transformation showed manufacturing near the top with an investment of 3.3%. In contrast, it placed the construction industry close to the bottom with a 1.2% investment. In fact, the Boston Consulting Group recently estimated that within 10 years, full-scale implementation of digital processes could lead to annual global cost savings of 0.7 to 1.2 trillion US dollars in non-residential construction alone. Before we move on, I want to talk to you about the evolution of technology or technology disruption that is shaping the AEC industries. Also, to introduce the Building Information Modeling or BIM concept. It's not a product, it's not a service, it's the process of creating a highly accurate 3D digital model and sharing that information with all project stakeholders. Autodesk software is helping to connect this evolution to the industry. By embracing BIM, designers have a unique opportunity to lead the industry's transformation to a more efficient way of working. BIM allows for earlier design insight and decision making, allowing changes to be made when it's less costly. Because BIM automates the production and coordination of much of the construction documentation needed on a project, designers can spend more time on design and less time on tedious resource-intensive tasks. I've heard the saying, BIM removes the mundane from projects. Here we have a stack ranking taken from a Dodge Data and Analytics report depicting the benefits of BIM implementation on AEC projects. As we can see, the breakdown of their findings regarding BIM implementation included 33% fewer errors, 22% greater cost predictability, 21% better understanding, 16% improved scheduling, and 8% design optimization. Business benefits of BIM can include, but aren't limited to, organisations having a competitive advantage to those non-BIM adopters, increased profitability due to streamlined workflows, reduced business risk from aspects such as clash detection prior to designs going to site, and hiring and retention due to increased job satisfaction and employee skill development. In addition, BIM can help designers address business challenges organisations are facing today, such as winning new work. This could involve meeting client demands for BIM deliverables, participating in alternative project delivery models, and effective communication of design intent to earn stakeholder buy-in. Delivering higher quality designs that could include improvements to building performance via the use of analysis tools or using visualizations and VR to experience your designs before they are built. It also enables working more efficiently, including reduction in errors and change orders, improving collaboration with both project stakeholders and contractors such as engineers and contractors, and being able to stay on time and in budget. And finally, expanding of billable services, which is one that people don't necessarily think about to begin with. So when you're extending your services beyond the design and into building operations with model maintenance, and recasting advisory relationships with clients to deliver longer term value. So once you've completed a project's CapEx from design, you are taking the project further through its life cycle and actually looking at the operation of that asset. So traditional 2D practices and siloed ways of working aren't sufficient, and there is a growing recognition of the need for transforming how work gets done. Increased BIM adoption, including contractors, owners, and on AEC projects, is evidence of this shift. The AEC industry has the ability to lead by ensuring BIM-compliant deliverables are adopted from the initial planning stages. One of the initial steps in any AEC project is surveying, to capture the field conditions for input into planning and design. With the AEC Collection, design teams can achieve the following in regards to surveying: the conversion of high-precision survey to detailed topographical data, the aggregation of informational data, data extraction from LiDAR points, the implementation of drone technology to add additional project context, such as using laser scans, planimetric mapping, and the ability to use GPS and traditional surveying technology. Autodesk Civil 3D allows design teams to leverage high-precision survey collection from GPS and total stations to build out existing conditions to begin the design process. This is a first step to designing in context. The main benefits include importing data more efficiently and easily creating design-ready information. In addition to utilising conventional survey data and aggregating existing spatial information, Autodesk has created a powerful and easy-to-use workflow for reality capture in order to bring you a scan-to-BIM capability. Autodesk has partnerships with every major hardware vendor, including both UAV or drone manufacturers and laser scanner manufacturers. Recap Pro has been designed for use by someone with no previous experience, so it's very user-friendly, and one-click automated workflows do powerful tasks like scan registration, which stitches multiple scans together into one single point cloud, and intelligent cleanup services, which automatically remove any unwanted noise. Perhaps most importantly, Recap integrates with all of Autodesk's key AEC design creation tools, so you can bring that reality data into the data creation tool of your choice. The benefits include a reduction in survey effort, an improvement to safety as you're using robots or drones to get access areas that were once quite difficult, an additional context to your designs using point clouds. As we continue through the typical stages of an AEC project, we reach the planning or conceptual design stage. Here we will highlight and examine how Autodesk addresses key processes quickly and efficiently for planning and conceptual design. This will include the aggregation of data to create project context, the leveraging of GIS data as required, design evaluation and optioneering, early analysis and design optimization, and enhanced communication of designs with videos and still renderings. This is what the project site looks like today, as visualized in InfraWorks with buildings, trees, water, roads, elevation profiles, and BIM maps imagery. This is the end state of the project after each of the 4 phases have been added as their respective InfraWorks designs into a single model. So once we have taken that initial InfraWorks conceptual design, so the existing conditions, we can then federate our designs inside of InfraWorks, giving context to different stakeholders. By utilising Autodesk InfraWorks during a project's planning stage, design teams can quickly evaluate multiple design options. This includes establishing building paths, conceptual building or structure layouts and design, road access and car parking areas, and certain generic features such as water, vegetation including trees, and site assets. We can also validate designs in real time with a contextual analysis. This means live extracting quantities or objects and materials, optimizing of road profiles relating to the existing surface terrain, and intersection design, including decisions between junctions versus roundabouts. We also have the ability to connect this data and further develop the designs inside of Civil 3D. So we have the interoperability between InfraWorks and Civil 3D, allowing users to insert aspects such as terrain, road alignments, and more. Further detailed design can then occur inside of Civil 3D for project deliverables, such as drawings and scheduling. Finally, users have the ability to then transfer their Civil 3D designs back inside of InfraWorks for enhanced communication and collaboration. Furthermore, Autodesk Vehicle Tracking allows users to automate car park designs. This includes both swept path analysis and a 3D animation of a designer's chosen vehicle performing any maneuver. InfraWorks aids in communicating your designs for quicker approvals. These can be with clients, they could be for public consultation, or they can be for financing and funding. One of the huge benefits of using InfraWorks is the ability to export videos and still imagery. This includes video flight paths or driving down any design roads or railways, capturing of still imagery using the rendered model. And finally, one of my favourite aspects of InfraWorks is the ability to change the day, month and year using daylight controls. This also gives you control over cloud cover and wind direction, enhancing the output of your models or videos. So moving on from InfraWorks, when we look at conceptual design, with Autodesk tools, the BIM process starts at the earliest stages of design and carries seamlessly through to further stages of development, avoiding the need for remodelling. You can sketch in 3D, collaborate on concepts as a team, analyse the potential building performance and iterate on designs fluidly. And you can capture your design's ideas whenever and wherever they strike on Autodesk's mobile applications for either iPads or Android. BIM-based conceptual design starts in Autodesk Formit Pro. Use Formit to develop early concepts, massing, conduct energy studies, and conduct conceptual design reviews with the team or with clients. Once you're ready to take your designs further, you can seamlessly transition from your Formit data into Revit using the cloud. In this example, we're looking at working with Formit in a desktop environment and importing a 2D sketch from AutoCAD into Formit in order to create a 3D massing model using the Formit geometry toolset. You can see how simple it is to sketch the podium and tower forms and then extrude them into a massing model. Once the forms are extruded, it is possible to then specify the project location. With the project location set, a map appears in the view and we can adjust the location of the massing to the correct place in space. To further articulate the forms, we can add levels that will translate into Revit models. You can see how simple it is to import Formit geometry into Revit and continue to develop your model from schematic designs through to design development. Beyond the desktop, Formit is ready for design on the go with advanced tablet workflow capabilities. Here we are looking at an iPad Pro and Apple Pencil workflow. Setting location allows you to gain better understanding of a building site's microclimate, such as annual winds and temperature patterns. This also sets the stage for shadow and solar energy analysis. You can import a scaled satellite image and provide accurate basis for your 3D sketching. Formit 360 can import a variety of file formats useful for bringing in site models from other sources. Familiar natural gestures are used to navigate the model, while the Apple Pencil greatly improves the accuracy of 3D sketching. Applying pressure on the pencil locks you into the current axis, so you can use surrounding geometry as a reference. You can use Formit 360 to quickly generate and evaluate design options, customize bitmap materials. This will allow you to visualize the building as it appears. Powerful analysis tools will allow you to review how the building will interact with the site. You can see how the shadow will affect the surrounding building and open space. The solar analysis tool will provide insight into the best strategies around shading the facade and even potential for solar panels. Formit 360 works with Insight 360 to give you a deeper understanding of many energy use factors early in the design process, while significant changes can still be made. Finally, all designs made in Formit 360 can be seamlessly imported into Autodesk Revit, the industry standard application for building information modelling. With Formit, data is seamlessly carried over from concept design to design development and integrates with Revit. You can work in a standard desktop setup for concept development driven by architectural sketches. Or you can work on the go and directly in the context of the site, both physically and virtually, giving you better insight into development requirements. The detailed design stage is generally where the bulk of work and cost goes in for designers and consultancies. Here we're going to touch on a few tools and processes on how organisations can utilise the design power of the Autodesk AEC Collection. The Autodesk AEC Collection addresses key processes quickly and efficiently for detailed design, including the ability to design in a dynamic 3D model-based environment, design with contextual rule-based standards, produce plans that dynamically reflect any changes in models, collaborate across multidisciplinary design teams, and essential access to all project information. Today, many companies have made the move from traditional 2D processes and workflows to BIM. Civil 3D and dynamic modelling provide an associative relationship between geometry, corridor models, and plans, which enables increased productivity, reduced errors and emissions, and delivers accurate digital data to the field. Improved productivity by moving from 2D to 3D. This includes civil 3D dynamic modelling, enables performing faster design iterations, and streamlines time-consuming tasks such as geometric layouts and intersection design. Additionally, it allows for interoperability with Bentley, Trimble, and Topcon products. Reduce errors and emissions. Associative labelling and annotation mitigates the need for manual data entry. Various types of standards checking allows for design confirmation, drainage analysis, design analytics, and clash detection. Design to construction allows for quantities, reports, and surfaces and 3D breakline data for survey layout and automated machine guidance. Furthermore, designers can perform further tasks using both Dynamo and Autodesk Revit. You can use Dynamo within the Revit environment to interpret the architectural model as you begin to explore ways to begin your initial structural design. Dynamo is an extension that comes with your Revit license. Dynamo allows you to select aspects of your architectural model that you'd like to focus on and convert them to a schematic structural slabs, beams, and columns. Once the selection process is complete, you can experiment with column and beam placement before finally settling on an idea that can easily be converted to a structural model that will allow you to further design detail in Revit. Autodesk Revit is the foundation of Autodesk BIM workflows. Revit supports integrated multiple discipline design, and with Revit, you can make design changes easily. You will be able to design with intelligent parametric objects, generate floor plans, elevations, sections and schedules all automatically, and extend models for analysis, visualization and coordination and collaboration. How much of your work is a renovation project? It's easier than ever to implement BIM on renovation projects, thanks to the increasing accessibility of laser scanning and data preparation tools. Using BIM on renovation projects allows you to design with greater precision, helping to avoid issues that may arise when 2D design files don't reflect as-built conditions. It also speeds the design and documentation process and allows you to provide a more accurate model of as-built conditions to the project owner for use in operations and maintenance. Autodesk has created a powerful and easy-to-use workflow for reality capture in order to bring you a scan-to-BIM workflow. Autodesk has partnerships with every major hardware vendor, including both UAV and drone manufacturers and laser scanner manufacturers. Recap Pro has been designed for use by someone with no previous experience, so it's very user-friendly, and one-click automated workflows do powerful tasks like scan registration, which stitches multiple scans together like we went through before. For teams creating a structural model to retrofit and renovate projects, accurate data on current site conditions is essential. But manual documentation and traditional surveying methods are tedious, time-consuming, and prone to errors. By incorporating reality capture tools, teams can capture point clouds that provide comprehensive information about existing built environments and features. By incorporating this data into BIM-tools, structural engineers can create models to perfectly fit the site. So moving on from the design and conceptual tools, we now have the analyze tools that are included within the AEC collection. So during the analysis and verification stages of a project, designers have access to a range of tools, allowing them to perform seamless connection between design and analysis, conduct advanced analysis, easily visualize detailed analysis results in reports, pull quantities and value engineer from the design model, optimize structure running code checking, and guarantee safety and human comfort. So with this in mind, let's take a look at the tools. This can all be done by utilising a combination of Revit and Autodesk Robot Structural Analysis Professional. Robot Structural Analysis Professional software provides structural engineers with advanced structural analysis capabilities, included for large and complex structures. Analyze models with powerful finite element auto-meshing, non-linear algorithms, and comprehensive library of country-specific design codes. Revit can extend BIM to the analysis process through an advanced, fully bidirectional link with Robot Structural Analysis Professional to allow designers and engineers to perform structural analysis. Before products are available through subscription to the Autodesk AEC Collection, both products are available through the subscription. The bidirectional link between the products streamlines structural engineering workflows by facilitating coordination of design documentation with structural analytical design information. The link between Revit and Robot Structural Analysis Professional supports the iterative design process and exchange of data between designers and engineers, enhancing collaboration between them and further demonstrating the value of BIM to structural engineers. The links help integrate analysis into the BIM process, supporting structural engineers and designers' workflow needs. Dynamo is integrated into Robot Structural Analysis Professional since the 2022 versions. This can be done by installing the Dynamo extension for Robot Structural Analysis available through the Autodesk app. Dynamo for Robot Structural Analysis enables the analysis of more design options and more complex structures. The Structural Analysis Dynamo package is included within this extension. Based on geometry defined in Dynamo, structural engineers can use the Dynamo nodes available in this package to create an analytical model, apply section shapes and boundary conditions, and create loads. This enhances structural engineers' productivity, enabling them to iterate through design options faster and more fluidly. In addition, Autodesk has tools to help you produce better estimates. You can check design model accuracy and consistency, pull quantities and value engineer from the Revit model, and accurately estimate complex steel connections. Revit provides access to a variety of parametric steel connections, enabling connections to be modelled with higher level of detail. This includes a built-in steel connection design engine based on US and European codes, which allows structural engineers to verify the connections in Revit before the model is sent to the steel detailer for final detailing. The code check report includes references to highlight the chapters to which the verification belongs, according to the American Institute of Steel Construction, or AISC standards. This video illustrates the value of creating more accurate bill of materials from the engineer's Revit model. Structural engineers can get better understanding and evaluation of steel components with accurate schedules automatically generated out of the 3D model. These schedules can include information for steel elements such as beams, columns, and also bolts and plates. All these improvements are helping engineers deliver more accurate Revit models to fabricators for quantity takeoffs. So let's talk a little bit more about Advanced Steel. Advanced Steel is a powerful structural steel detailing software that is easy to use and comprehensive. It helps users accelerate their detailing workflows with 3D modeling tools that improve accuracy and reduce the time from design to fabrication. Advanced Steel has seamless bi-directional integration from model synchronization with Autodesk Revit. This allows you to import 3D design models from the structural engineer as the starting point for your detailing efforts. By connecting structural design to detailing design for structural steel, firms can significantly shorten project timelines. So we've set the scene for detailing, so let's look at what the AEC Collection offers designers when it comes to detail on projects. As your project moves into the documentation and detailing stages, your teams can increase their productivity and reduce shop errors by automating much of the documentation and detailing process for steel connections, cast in place, and precast concrete. Autodesk documentation and detailing tools allow you to carry engineering intent from design to detailing, optimize design around constructability factors, merge design changes with better accuracy, and keep documentation up to date, model structural details, and automate shop drawings, NC files, and reports. For documentation, Revit is used for both concrete and steel. For detailing, teams can still use Revit and see it for CIP and rebar detailing, and Advanced Steel for the structural steel components and miscellaneous steel elements. Revit is a BIM-centric solution for the reinforced concrete aspects of the project that better connects concrete design and detailing to fabrication. Revit provides tools for detailers for modelling 3D concrete reinforcement bars, creation of shop drawings, and bar bending schedules in the advanced BIM environment. It combines the versatility of 2D documentation with the higher level of fidelity and accuracy of 3D modelling of reinforcement and concrete accessories with minimal effort to produce both. Prefabrication can lead to more reduced project schedules, greater productivity, and better on-site safety records. The structural precast extension for Revit supports multiple stages of the precast workflow. You can use this solution for planar structural concrete elements of buildings, such as solid walls, solid slabs, and hollow core slabs. It offers advanced tools that automate the process of generating precast assemblies, shop drawings, and files for computer-aided manufacturing or CAM machines. For steel, the steel connections from Revit actually preset the shop or field status of the bolts and welds. What this means is that what connections are imported to Advanced Steel, the assemblies are automatically created. What remains is for the detailer to set their numbering settings and number the model. Then they are ready to produce the erection and shop drawings. Advanced Steel has a powerful shop drawing engine which allows a large range of customization and automation features. This enables steel detailers to match the steel fabricator's preferences for showing things like dimensions, marks, title blocks, and bill of material layouts. If there are any modifications in the 3D model, Advanced Steel will automatically detect which drawing needs to be updated. You can automatically update the drawing with a revision index and populate the revision table with the revision details. This streamlined approach by connecting structural design and detailing processes can reduce waste and inefficiencies in the shop and on site, helping teams design and detail structural components in less time with less rework. During this phase, your teams can also access tools that allow you to explore complex geometries quickly and automate repetitive tasks. Dynamo can improve many other structural workflows. For example, Dynamo can help structural engineers calculate, generate, and apply structural loads to analytical models in Revit automatically. Structural engineers and detailers can use Dynamo to speed up and automate concrete detailing workflows in Revit. Dynamo can help quickly generate complex structures in Advanced Steel and many more. There is a long list of possible use cases where Dynamo helps engineers, designers and detailers in their daily work, getting things done faster and with minimal effort. Dynamo users can automate repetitive tasks to speed the design process and improve efficiency. They extend their designs into interoperable workflows for documentation, analysis, coordination, and fabrication. For concrete designs, design teams can utilize Dynamo for Revit, for rebar detailing to explore complex geometries and improve detailing productivity by automating repetitive tasks, retrieving data from detailed models, and better manage schedules. This video presents an automated process for adding grout tubes to a concrete wall, mitigating against the need for manual and tedious work and to save substantial amounts of precious project time. Now let's look at two short videos running in tandem. The one in the lower right-hand corner shows the manual process of creating reinforcement bars surrounding a window opening. This video is 15 times its original speed. The second demo shows the generation of rebars for several window openings and doors, simultaneously using a Dynamo script that is run via the Dynamo player. The difference between the traditional manual modelling and the automated one is abundantly clear, and the value added by automation is gigantic. In this example, the user was able to speed up the concrete detailing process about 60 times. The Steel Connection for Dynamo package has the ability to read structural analysis results either from the native Revit analytical model or the data stored in the Results Manager, which can be imported from other applications such as Robot Structural Analysis Professional. This capability lets you filter steel connections by structural analysis results. The filtering follows a simple rule. The user-selected force or moment type is read from the beam or column end that is part of any given node that is analysed. Then, it is compared to a range of forces or values that are also user set, and if the value fits inside the given range, the rule will continue placing the connection. This functionality to drive steel connections by structural analysis results tightens the integration between analysis and detailing phases, helping you make better design decisions when adding steel connections to structural models. Okay, so what does the AEC Collection add when it comes to coordination models and model federation? During this phase, designers can better plan and optimize mobilization to the job site. For example, they can drive workshop processes using model data, plan construction sequencing, perform clash detection, verify field as-built and track materials with Autodesk Construction Cloud, share as-built models with the contractor or owner, and use point cloud data from the model to drive field layout with automated or robotic instrumentation. To do this, you can use Revit and Autodesk Navisworks Manage for concrete, or Advanced Steel and Navisworks to manage steel. Note that we know it is important that our technologies connect your other critical software that are important to your business, like for steel connection design or for fabrication production. This is the ability to export NC files for fabrication needs and other reports that feed the fabricators, MIS, ERP and fabrication machines on the shop floor. In recent years, Autodesk has formed tight partnerships with the MIS partners like Steel Projects and Fab Suite to support more deep integration to Advanced Steel and fabrication management processes. Advanced Steel also integrates with Strut MIS, FabTrol, ROMAC and Advanced Workshop MIS solution, as well as within other leading steel machinery providers. What we are showing here is the ability to export an advanced steel model into Navisworks. All of the object properties generated in Advanced Steel will import as well. Navisworks gives you the possibility to review your model for accuracy, such as calculate distances, areas and angles through various measuring and markup tools. The Red Line Tools panel enables you to mark up viewpoints and clash results with red line annotations. When it comes to planning the project, the timeline feature can help simulate the erection of your design. Once scheduling tasks and rules are assigned to objects in your design, Navisworks will allow you to perform a 4D simulation of your project, complete with a Gantt chart, which provides a visual representation of your schedule. Here we can see the coordination for rebar design between Navisworks and Revit. As you can see, we can add different clash parameters and whatever else inside of the Navisworks environment. So we have real control over what we are testing inside of Navisworks in regards to clashes. So, as we kind of move towards the end of what I wanted to talk about today, we're going to quickly look at cloud-based collaboration tools. So these are enabling design teams to work in new ways on BIM projects. By centralizing project data in the cloud, firms can accelerate design delivery by enabling teams in multiple offices, even on different continents, to concurrently work on shared models. In addition, this technology makes it easier for structural firms to work fluidly on design build, design assets, and IPD projects. Autodesk Docs cloud-based common data environment enables you to organize, distribute, and share files with a single document management platform. This helps in reducing errors and rework, save time with streamlined review and approval processes, and improve team alignment on project scheduling. Project delivery, enabling multidiscipline design and connecting all stakeholders, centralizing collaboration tools on a single platform, build, design, and operate. Autodesk have brought these things together into a single common data environment that supports design, build, and operate. Autodesk Docs is Autodesk's cloud-based AEC project delivery platform. This next-generation platform removes the need for single-point applications and unifies your project data. The unified Autodesk Docs aggregates the data and provides transparency to project stakeholders, making everyone more accountable and improving visibility in real time. Autodesk Docs provides controlled data and document management for all project information from design through to construction. Autodesk Docs delivers a complete connected solution to manage all 2D plans, 3D models, and other project documents. Autodesk Docs web service ensures the entire project team is building from the correct versions of documents, plans, and models. What are the benefits of using Autodesk Docs? Always on time, get information published faster and organized logically with bulk upload, set creation, and automatic separation of sheets from design files. Always accurate. Organize documents into sets and quickly review which documents have changed from one revision to the next. And finally, always in control. Access control with 5 permission levels, the right information in the right hands throughout the project. Ultimately, this helps you save time, reduces risk, and mitigates errors in the construction phases of projects. So, Insight provides data-driven. Autodesk Docs aggregates project data across the entire lifecycle to give you a clear picture into project performance, allowing you to make quicker, more informed business decisions and predict issues before they become costly holdups. Prediction and analytics capabilities. The Insight module of Autodesk Docs presents data and analytics capabilities in a unified project homepage, dashboards and reports, partner data integration, and easy customization. These features help teams manage risks by giving them personalized visibility into daily priorities, an instant snapshot of individual project health, as well as insights into company-wide performance. Finally, we're going to briefly cover how you can put your projects into context via the use of visualizations. Architects, designers, and visualization specialists can fully explore, validate, and communicate their creative ideas from concept models to cinema quality visualizations. Revit models can be quickly and accurately imported into 3ds Max, including geometry, lights, material, and cameras, allowing full artistic control to translate technical drawings into visual stories. Bring to life fine-tuned extra touches in your interior designs for an enriched and engaging experience that enhances your design. So, along with the specific tools in the AEC collection, there are several other reasons to consider subscribing. You get greater value, with a wide range of the most essential software and services providing value at a competitive price point. You have more flexibility and choice, with both single and multi-user access and multiple term lengths to fit your business needs. And providing simplicity, with one collection for the AEC industry providing a wide range of technologies that you need. With Autodesk subscriptions, you can easily scale up or scale down licenses according to your business needs. Subscription terms are available in monthly, quarterly, annual, and multi-year options. And with subscriptions, you get access to product support and right to use prior versions of software up to 3 releases back. This means if you have 2022 installed on your machine, you can have 2021 and 2020 installed on your machine as well. So we've seen a number of Autodesk's BIM tools and workflows today, which are all part of their broader portfolio for AEC projects. As you've seen and heard, Autodesk have a great breadth and depth of BIM solutions, and these tools are designed to work together to give you a more seamless, connected workflow as your structural project or AEC project moves towards one phase to the next. Another benefit of Autodesk's portfolio is the way they offer access to their tools. The products you see in the top half of this slide in the white are all part of a single solution, the Autodesk AEC Collection. The AEC Collection is a great way to access Autodesk's BIM portfolio. Finally, they have their cloud-based collaboration tools that help you put projects at the center of your design team, providing team members with the access of the most up-to-date data whenever they need it. Here we have an example of how an architect's organization may utilize the AEC Collection. As you can see, no matter the discipline, the AEC Collection has a wide range of tools for your project's needs. And that wraps up my presentation for today. I'm going to hand you over back to Jonny.
Yeah, thanks for that, Jonathan. It was great,
for any
really
Q&A.
in-depth. Really enjoyed it. But we'll get straight away with some of the questions. So I've had a question from Nick, said is there a BIM standard that we can start with as a starting point, I presume?
As a general BIM standard, what we have in the industry at the moment is only standards that actually manage data. So we have ISO 19650, which is the generic standard that overlooks data management and processes. There's nothing really to say, actually, you need to produce models or drawings in a particular fashion. What you need to, it's all based around essentially actual kind of end user or client's needs. So that's basically what the processes are about. I know that doesn't lead to a specific standard, but that's
well, there are various
outlook
white
of this.
papers, that kind of thing that could
sense.
help you, Nick. But I'll follow up with you after this, and we can see if we can help you from there. Christian's got a question. Are all the tools within the AEC collection that we've seen today, I believe?
Oh, so yeah, sorry. So every tool that we looked at today is included in an AEC subscription, including now, which is a great thing. So Autodesk now includes the basic version of Autodesk Docs.
Okay,
so
great.
you actually have the
and also another question, can you send them to clients to see on their iPad, for instance?
Which is really good news.
I think that came in when you were looking at the part where it was showing someone an iPad. So I think there's various functionality that comes in, as far as I'm aware, and different parts, but it depends what you're looking at, Nick, and I'll again, I can follow up with you. Do you have anything to add on that, Jonathan?
Yeah, I suppose it depends on the. So what we touched on today was quite high level, admittedly, because there's just so much included. But different pieces of the software. So, for example, you have the AutoCAD mobile app. So different things, different parts of the software have a mobile equivalency, and dependent on that piece of software, it has a different rate of functionality. So it just depends. I mean, we only
as far as I'm aware, that question came in when we were looking at Formit. So I presume that's what it actually means, because it was Formit that was on the screen when we looked at that. Yeah. And then
right,
Guy asks how much is the collection. Guy, I can get in touch with you. We can discuss the pricing, because obviously there's various parameters based around things. And then final question is, Nick says, can you have your licenses in a cloud environment? As far as you're aware, has Autodesk come up with any policy on this now? Because I remember they've been looking at it for a while.
Yeah, it's not quite there yet. So what they are looking at is actually having the applications away from the desktop as well. I'm not too sure on the sense of how floating licenses work, if they need to be actual named use licenses on subscription. Right, well, so I think that would be.
I think that leaves it from there. I mean, if you're watching on demand, please get in touch. As you can see, my details on screen. Jonny Clay, Jonny Clay at Cadac.com, or any of my great colleagues at Cadac if you want anything or have any further information. And yeah, thanks for your time, and hope you all have a good week. And thanks again, Jonathan. Cheers.